Well, hello everybody, Dave here, and I wanted to make this video and I wanted to talk about one subject that I think everybody should be very concerned about. I don't know if you've heard or not, up in Alaska, they've shut down the snow crab harvest for this year, first time ever, and they say that over 1 billion snow crabs have just disappeared. And of course, you see conspiracy theories pop up. I've seen people talking about that this is a way to starve everybody, that this is a way to ruin businesses, that this is a way that the elites are controlling us and all this, this global cabal. But what people don't understand, and they would if they just took the time to study it, we've entered the 6th mass extinction. And if you look at the articles, the peer-reviewed articles concerning the 6th mass extinction due to climate change and global warming, you will come to the understanding, as I have, that this is how it's going to happen. Species are going to be here one day, and then the next day they're just going to be gone, like that, just gone. And I know for most people out there, it's hard to wrap your mind around it. You can't believe that a species can just disappear. There was 1 billion of them. What happened to them? Did they fall off the continental shelf into deeper waters? Did they retreat further north? It's possible that some things like that did happen. But we are so concerned with our politics and everything else, and everybody's fighting about, what's going on in Ukraine and Russia, and, the midterms coming up, and we're going to have a blue wave or we're going to have a red wave. But that's the way things happen. Species are dying left and right. Tomorrow, you'll probably wake up and you'll go to the store and you'll notice, hey, there's not as much honey on the shelf as there used to be. And that is because we're also seeing a collapse in bee species. In the bees, the honeybees are dying off. Why? Because we use too much fertilizer, and we kill these things, and we try to breed them, which causes them to have diseases because they're, we always, as human beings, we try to control everything. So we want to, limit their breeding. We want to keep them in cages, and that causes diseases to run rampant. And I tell you, once the bees disappear, you don't realize that we live in a symbiotic world where we need them and they need us. Because when the bees go, then we're going to go next. And you're going to think to yourself, how can we be affected by a tiny little bee? Well, you don't understand anything about pollination. And most of our food is pollinated by bees. And I'll give you a really good example. I'm actually going to show you here in a minute. I planted 2 years ago milkweed. And if anybody out there knows, milkweed is a favorite food of monarch butterflies. So I live here in South Texas. And if you know anything, butterflies, especially monarchs, they migrate to Mexico. So one of the things I wanted to do, because I love monarch butterflies, I wanted to plant this milkweed so that, they're tired from their long flight. If they come by my house, they'll have them some food so they can get ready to finish up the last leg of their journey to Mexico. And last year, I had tons. My milkweed plants were covered, completely covered in monarch caterpillars, and they would make their little chrysalis little things and change from a caterpillar to a butterfly. This year, I actually have more plants than I planted last year, and I have not one caterpillar on my plants, none. And I'm going to show you here in just a minute. None have came. So let's walk over here, and I'm going to show you my plants that I planted and how I have none. So here you go. Here's the plants, and as you can see, there's nothing on them. We'll go over here and look at some more. There you go. See them? Beautiful little flowers. Nothing. here's some more that I planted. See them all? And there's nothing. There's nothing. I didn't have one monarch this year, because that's the way it goes. Species die off in a blink of an eye. And I know a lot of you out there, you believe that God's going to save us or whatever, or that technology will save us or something will save us. I think eventually it's going to get to a point where you don't need to worry about retirement or any of that, because I think that we're in the last legs of the human species. When you start seeing populations dramatically just disappear. So I know that it's not going to affect you, because you're going to still go out there and buy your iPhone, and you're going to go on your vacation, and you're going to argue about politics. I'll probably do the same. But one day it will affect us. I know that you think Jesus is going to come back and save you, but I don't think that's going to happen. So this is David, Zoe Zizzles. Make sure you like and subscribe. Bye.